Good morning, guys. Myself Shorodip Ganguly. I am a teacher's trainee at Shiliguri Terai B.Ed College. Hope all of you are well enough. See, we are going through a pandemic situation and we all have to fight together to overcome it. Please use hand sanitizers, please use face masks, wash your hands thoroughly many times a day. Stay home, stay safe as long as you can. Uh, Today I'm here to give a short lesson video, my second lesson video on atomic structure. The topic is valency and octet rule. Uh, it is in 9th standard, both in CBSE and ICSE board. Let's start.
As we know that the subtopic is valency and octet rule, we have to find out what is octet rule. Look, we have 118 elements in periodic table, 92 of which is naturally occurring and the rest are man-made. Out of these 118 elements, every element tends to have 8 electrons in its outermost shell or outermost orbit except hydrogen. Why? If we ask our teachers why, then they will tell you that every element wants to achieve the noble gas configuration, the nearest noble gas configuration, and for this they want to obtain 8 electronic structure in its outermost shell or outermost orbit. For example, if you have sodium, you know that the atomic number is 11 or the number of electrons or protons is 11. So if we give electrons in its shells or in its orbits, you have to see that in k orbit or in k shell you have to give 2 electrons. In L shell you can give the rest 8 electrons. More than 8 electrons you cannot give, right? Now you have only 1 electron left and you have to give it in M orbit. Now here the outermost orbit is M orbit and there is only 1 electron left. So the sodium has two choices. First one, he has to accept 7 electrons to achieve the 8 electron configuration, and the second option is it can donate the 1 electron, the rest 1 electron in M orbit, and achieve 8 electronic structure in L orbit. Which is easier? Donating 1 electron is easier. Less energy is consumed in donation of 1 electron. So the sodium atom will donate 1 electron and become positively charged, Na plus, single positively charged or mono positive charge. So as the 1 electron is donated or exchange of only 1 electron is taking place, therefore the valency of sodium is 1. You can take another example of nitrogen. You know that the atomic number of nitrogen is 7 or the number of electrons or protons is 7. Now you have to distribute these 7 electrons in its several orbits. In k orbit you have to give 2 electrons and the rest 5 electrons you have to give in L orbit. So the atomic electronic configuration is k2 and L5. Now nitrogen has two choices, right? He can donate 5 electrons or he can accept 3 electrons, right? So accepting 3 electrons is much more easier. It consumes less energy, right? Therefore the valency should be 3, as it is accepting 3 more electrons to achieve 8 electronic configuration in its L orbit. Now you can say the exact definition of valency. So the exact definition of valency is, for any element, the number of electrons donated or accepted during a chemical reaction is known as the valency of any element or any particular element. For example, you can give the atomic structure or electronic structure of sodium, nitrogen, oxygen, everything, right? Now we will find out what is atomicity. See, the number of atoms present the number of atoms present in a molecule of an element is known as its atomicity. Suppose a molecule of an element has one atom, it will be called monoatomic molecule. For example, we have helium, lithium, argon, sodium, magnesium, etc. There are several examples of monoatomic molecule. If a molecule of an element has two atoms in itself, it is known as diatomic molecule. For example, we have hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. If a molecule of an element has three atoms in it, it will be called triatomic molecule. We have as an example ozone. We know that ozone is a very important gas for Earth. It defends the incoming of ultraviolet rays from sun, which we know causes cancer and several skin diseases, right? So it is very useful and important gas for Earth. Now, if a molecule of an element has four atoms, it will be called tetraatomic molecule. Suppose, for example, phosphorus, P4. Now, if a molecule of an element has 8 atoms in itself, it will be called octaatomic molecule. For example, we have sulfur. We know that sulfur has only 8 atoms. 8 means octa. In chemistry, we know that 8 means octa. That is, it is an octaatomic element. Now, we have to find out what is atomic mass. Now, simply, if we tell simply mass of an atom is known as the atomic mass. Simply mass of an atom. It is designated, or it is its unit is AMU. AMU. What is AMU? AMU is the atomic mass unit. AMU is the atomic mass unit. It is calculated with respect to the 1/12th mass of carbon-12 isotope. Now, what is carbon-12 isotope? We know that in nature carbon is of two types, carbon-12 and carbon-14 isotope. The normal carbon we see is carbon-12 isotope. So, the atomic mass unit is calculated with respect to the 1/12th mass of any carbon-12 isotope. Now, as we know what is valency, for example, we have to learn some valencies of some elements. Suppose we have hydrogen, the valency of hydrogen is 1, the valency of sodium is 1, the valency of chlorine is also 1, the valency of magnesium, zinc is 2, the valency of potassium, K, potassium is 1, the valency of oxygen is 2. There are several elements whose valency we have to learn, right? These are some examples. Now we will find out how to make the chemical formula, how to form or find out the chemical formula of a chemical compound. We will use the cross multiplication method. We will use the cross multiplication method to find out the chemical formula of any chemical compound. Here we will use the valencies to find it out. Suppose we have been told that we have to find out the chemical formula of a compound which is formed by mixing or reacting magnesium and chlorine. Now we know that magnesium has valency 2 and chlorine has valency 1. Now we have to cross multiply an arrow from magnesium to chlorine's valency and arrow from chlorine to magnesium's valency. Okay, now for magnesium it is now 1, so we have to put 1 magnesium atom. For chlorine now the valency is 2, the number is 2, therefore we have to put chlorine and 2. Therefore the chemical formula is magnesium chloride is MgCl2. Okay, the chemical formula of magnesium chloride will be now MgCl2.
Again, we have another example of sodium and chlorine. If we make sodium and chlorine react together, they will form a chemical compound. Okay, we have to find out the chemical formula of this compound. Now, we know that the valency of sodium is 1 and the valency of chlorine is also 1. So, if we cross multiply themselves, then from sodium to chlorine's valency 1 arrow, from chlorine to sodium 1 arrow. Okay, now for sodium it is 1 atom. Look, so for sodium it is assigned with 1 atom. Now for chlorine it is assigned with also 1 atom. So the chemical formula is sodium chloride NaCl. Okay, now we have studied valency, we have studied what is atom, what is molecule, we have studied how to find out the valency, we have studied that what is element, we have studied what is the method to find out the chemical formula of a chemical compound. We have also learned what is atomicity of a molecule of an element and atomic mass. We have also learned what is atomic mass unit. So this class is over. In the next class, first of all, we have to recall the previous lessons and then we will start the next lesson from another topic. Thank you.